Welcome to this introduction of the Markolé Platform. So Markolé is a platform to create brands, not just create logo and using templates, actually create brand, just like you will do if you were going to a fancy New York agency. So how are we doing? Let's get logging and let's see what's happening. So first you start with your dashboard. You can see the different brands that you have. We start with one here. You open a brand, you have a little drop down at the top, you can see some stats about the brand. So the process starts with a brand interview. In this case, we already have finished that particular interview, but so that's the idea. So you have a brand interview. You answering question from the brand consultant about yourself, about the brand, about your vision, about what makes you tick, about how you started the company, about various aspects like this. And it's pretty detailed. We're covering 21 subcategories, 7 categories. We're tracking coverage, intensity on each of the category. We're tracking the relationship between the various categories. And during the interview, the consultant takes a lot of notes about what is being said about various brand aspects, about stuff that are not necessarily kind of brand related, but are of importance to the brand, and all the way down of the visual identity topic. So if you talk about color, font, etc. during the interview, that's going to be like noted. So you finish the interview itself is fully multimodal. You can upload images. Those will be analyzed for content, for aesthetic. It's fully multimodal. You can talk directly to the brand. You do not to the assistant. You do not have to type. You can make it work like this. You can easily edit, etc. So you go through the interview. Once you're done with the interview, you get into the brand synthesis. So you have one button at the top. You click that button and you go through the whole brand creation process. You have the choice of 4 brand framework to be able to refine exactly how you do it. Align Identity, which is our proprietary framework, which is very easy to understand and very flexible. Or you have more focused framework for the professionals that want more control. Here you can see various aspects of your brand, the tone of voice, the personality. You can explore the various things. You can pop up that model here and select various aspects, and you will see like the enthusiasm, the dimension, how we arrive to those data for the various category, subcategory, etc. So anyway, so this is the underlying data that kind of like power your brand in addition with the data from the interview. Once it's generated, we get into the DNA section, so the DNA studio. So here you can refine every aspect of your brand. You can regenerate a specific aspect. You can ask for an edit, refinement. You want it shorter, you want it more punchier, you want it whatever. But we also have an assistant that can help you going through all that process. So the assistant work is to align your brand with what you want, and it does that like across all the aspects of the brand, and can edit multiple subsections according to make sure that everything is properly aligned. So in this case, blah blah blah, he likes it. We can make it a little bit more emotional and the like. So it's going to refine the statements are being presented, review. Do I want the new one? Let's say yes, etc. I can undo, redo, etc. Other interesting aspects, the assistants, we can have them professional or casual. We're supporting multiple language. So anyway, so you go through the various aspects of your brand. When you're happy with that, you can move to the Visual Studio. Visual Studio, full exploration. You upload images, they show up on the mood board, they're being analyzed for content. All those traits get into the visual data that will then kind of like produce visual identity. You also have a visual assistant, which, like the other assistant, job is to help you align the visual identity to your need and wishes. And it can edit the data for you doing so. It can analyze images, it can generate image, it can generate the logos, it can generate some brand imagery samples, can generate color palette, can generate your typography. You can select yourself if you want, and you have, again, like all the data being tracked. When you're happy with your visual identity, you can then generate the whole brand. In this case, I think we have edited something here earlier, so we are out of sync, so we have to regenerate our brand report. While we do that, we can explore the rest of the app, for instance. So once you have your brand being generated, you have access to the marketing section where you can generate marketing content. So you can generate marketing documents by hand. You initiate the start of the document. You can generate marketing documents, social post, presentation, creative brief, content strategy, campaign brief, or images. All those documents will be perfectly brand aligned now that the brand is being defined, and all will be like templated to be able to take advantage of some auto population with AI that, again, create the data based on the brand alignment. So marketing documents, brand chat. So brand chat, you talk with the brand itself. The brand is now embodied, so now you have the personality, the tone of voice. So we feed that into this assistant, which have those elements, but also all the brand DNA structure. So now you can directly interact with the brand, quote unquote. And interestingly, that assistant has access to various tools to be able to generate documents, image, and to be able to be a very first step of your marketing effort. Let's go back to our friend here. The brand has now been generated. You can look at it here. You can export as a PDF. Same for the visual identity. Look at it here, export as a PDF, presentation. So we're going to create a presentation based on all the information from the brand, and we're going to generate images that are going to be brand aligned based on the visual identity. So again, this is one click action. When you're done with the interview, we can generate you a nice kind of like brand presentation that's going to go through market position, like all the various aspects of the brand that you have created earlier. All those images are available in a gallery. You can download each of them. You can regenerate. You can edit each of them. We save the creative brief that has created the image, etc., etc. So we try to, again, stay brand consistent and give this initial automation and pulse, but to give the user the ability to refine and control exactly how they want everything. And in the end, you create a brand book that aggregates both the brand report, the visual identity report, the image from the presentation into a nice brand book that you can share with your team, your vendors. That basically is your brand. So, and this is the type of product that you'll get out of like fancy agency. All the elements are here: topography, imagery, what to do, what not to do, how to behave, etc., etc., etc. So all your brand aspect are built. So that's the platform we just started. Additional feature, we have the ability to manage team. You can invite people to your brand. The work is kind of shared between the various users. People track who's making what change. Yes, so again, you can create brand and you can have a very first experience of marketing. Ultimately, we want to develop more and more the marketing capabilities. So now that we have the brand, we will bring marketing automation, marketing agent, and the ability to, once approved, automatically execute on the marketing campaigns and stuff like this. So there you go. That's the Markolé platform. I hope you guys like it, and see you there soon.